Okay, let's do a little bit of voice work for leaders. So this is a whole topic of voice work that there's coaches that do it. There's people that teach all sorts of breathing exercises, posture exercises. You can go into it in a lot of depth. Honestly, I'm not a huge expert on it. A couple of things I've noticed over the years, and you can go to YouTube, listen to some of my early videos, my voice has got deeper. So generally a deeper voice, if I make it really deep, by relaxing my belly and speaking more from here, is going to be associated more with leadership, as opposed to a tense voice, because it's a sign of stress. If I'm a little bit stressed, my voice is going to get more high-pitched, as opposed to if I'm more here in my belly. Yeah. I think a third piece here, so you can have a voice in your throat, or we can also speak from the heart. If I kind of put my hand there, feel the resonance there, and then it's a kind of warmer. It's like, yeah, like what do I love and what do I care about? It's a bit more emotional than when I come down here, which is much calmer, which is good for authority, but maybe not for connection. Do you feel the difference? You can probably feel it, actually, just listening to this now. So experiment with that. There's some physical stuff here, like, feet on the ground, bum on the chair, you're not crossing your legs. The rib cage, doing yoga's really helped me in this. I've done a lot of like yin yoga and, stretching, twisting. If I do my stretches and twistings and also breath work, which expands the lungs and then releases tension for exhaustion. Yeah, various kinds of breath work and yoga have given me a more rounded movement in my lungs. So I can move here, 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 here. This is a harder one. Harder to see maybe, okay? So my whole lung is working a lot more than it does, and that creates a sort of nice, resonant, full quality. Breath is so important to embodiment, but certainly for leaders, having a voice that conveys warmth and authority. Okay, what conveys warmth is going down when I speak, or I go down at the end. Okay, this is authority is when you go down at the end. It goes with this hand gesture. This is how it is. We will march. Ian Paisley. Okay, not my hero, but certainly an interesting one for authority. As opposed to, if my voice goes up at the end, even if I have a low voice, even if I have a low tone, so we're not talking about tone now, but tonality, if it goes up at the end, I sound quite insecure, don't I? Now, if I add high pitch to going up at the end, I definitely sound insecure. I'm definitely not going to build any trust with you. You're not going to trust me because you're going to think I'm panicky, because I sound panicky. Yeah. Sighs are good. Is also good. I do that before I speak on a stage. I sigh. Make some noise. I sigh. Sometimes if I want to deepen my voice, I'll shout. I'll put my head in water where no one can hear it and go, and then the next day you're like, hey, baby, my name is Barry White. I got loads of authority. How's it going? Yeah. So there's lots of tricks. What you eat makes a difference, like cheese and milk and stuff can make it more nasal block. There's singers will tell you about this. Lots you can look up on the internet. Speed, I tend to speak very quickly. That can reduce trust, but if you speak too slowly, that of course will reduce energy in people. No one will really want to listen to you, particularly if I speak slowly and don't have much tonality where I'm going up and down. So when I want to be more expressive and hold attention, I go down, then I go up, and I go and I go and then I change the speed. And you can pause, and by adding pauses at certain moments, do you know what you do? Yeah, you keep people there because you make them wait, and then you add energy again, then you slow down again. So there's a cadence and a rhythm as part of this as well. So we've got resonance, depth, speed, there's a lot of factors, isn't there? There's also almost like a breath thing, is the breath, am I pushing through the breath the whole time as I speak, and then it will feel very yang and pushy? Or is it like I'm constantly letting go, and everything's like Northern California, where it's constantly letting go, and it's all very yin, and it's not really very powerful? Make sense? So there's a lot here. There's a little bit of introduction to breath. Try some of these, look on the internet. I'm sure I'm missing some classics. There's lots of things you can do. Do some yoga, see how that changes your lung capacity, your lungs, and you're stretching it. Do some of these, have fun with it, play with it. I'm not a voice expert, but what I would say is, like, if you watch old 10-year-old YouTube videos of me, I'm so much more compelling now because of the even slight improvements I've made in working with voice. So give that a go.